sit, they're all in. And ready. They're off. A race over 7 furlongs. They get away in a fairly decent line as they begin the short run down towards the turn out of the back straight. Credit, Forget It from store number 5. Sean Levy has this quickly through into the lead and moves to the running rail. From in second position, the all blue of Wild Desert. The pink and green of Last Verse is level with the best turned out winner, Port Darwin, in blue and green against the running rail. Wild Desert a little wide round the turn. Island Bear, the one whose price collapsed beforehand, is the back marker of the quintet as they move into the home straight. Looks like it went off second favourite, that in from 12s. So a half mile to go, coming to halfway. Credit, Forget It still leading. Wild Desert in second position, length off the leader, maybe a bit more. And then Last Verse in the pink and green moving through, a length and a half behind those in third. Port Darwin is next, and Island Bear in the light blue continues to be the back marker. Racing down towards the final 2 furlongs. On the right is Credit, Forget It, joined by Wild Desert now. Behind these is Last Verse, then Island Bear on the left beginning a challenge. Port Darwin is behind those. Heading down towards the last furlong, Credit, Forgetting is battling on well. Wild Desert is struggling to get past it as they come to the furlong pole, but now takes it up. And here goes Wild Desert, Billy Loughnane into the lead and begins streaking clear. Island Bear is in pursuit to join Credit, Forget It, but they're only playing for second, because first was Wild Desert. Nice horse, won well. Second place was Island Bear, and its third close thing between Last Verse and Credit, Forget It.
I think Ian Bartlett summed it up. Nice horse, won well. Wild Desert wins on his debut. Son of Too Darn Hard, the Half to Earthlight and Shadow of Light for Godolphin and Charlie Appleby and Billy Loughnane. Beats Island Bear in second place for Dr. Richard Newland and Jamie Unsel, and Last Verse third for Andrew Baldwin and Ocean Murphy. So beating the horse that were in the market and behind him, he's beaten them well. Yeah, very smart performance, wasn't it, for a debutant, and he's opened up really strongly. They weren't likely to get the trip wrong, were they? And he's been really powerful through that final furlong. It looked like it might be a little bit of a race between him and Credit, Forget It to a point. Credit, Forget It possibly hasn't quite lasted out over the 7th furlong, but he's shown a lot more than he did first time up. This stage here, the winner's already well on top and he keeps on streaking away from them. Nice debut from Island Bear. There was money for him beforehand. He's seen his race out really well, clearly up against a well above average one who could well be making his mark in Group Company like his siblings have done. Yeah, take it back from the start, and Credit, Forget It from stall 5 got across and brought them along. It looked an even pace, a good tempo. Yeah, it did. Billy Loughnane's been happy to sort of sit off that lead, take a lead off Credit, Forget It. Wild Desert just went leaning out a little bit on that bend, didn't he, showing a little bit of inexperience, but once he was in line for home, he did everything very straightforwardly. Island Bear had to come from the back of the field, so he's had to make up ground and pass the 3 that he's beaten. So it's a really likeable debut for him, but obviously all about the winner in terms of the performance on the day. And he said beforehand there's a couple of these that would qualify for the Chesham. He's one of them, and you'd imagine that could be where we'll see him, given how well he's seen his race out here. No surprise, but Charlie Appleby's got a bit of shuffling to do. Yeah, and I'm sure there's plenty more to come out. Yeah, I mean, it's been almost more notable this year, I think, that they've had so many early doors that look immediately like Royal Ascot material. I mean, I know that's been the case in previous years as well, but like everything that they're running early seems to be really on the board, doesn't it, with the 2-year-olds and putting up pretty sparkling performances, which this certainly was. 2nd, 3rd and 4th, I'm sure they'll all be capable of winning maidens or novices in the coming weeks in all likelihood, but you never quite know what you're up against. But they'll individually, connections will be happy with them, and the Johnston horse Port Darwin was just a bit too green, and we saw that inexperience a bit beforehand from him, and he's going to be a work in progress, I'd say, for the time being. For Wild Desert, well on top, smart performance on debut, and we'll try and catch a word with Billy Loughnane before he weighs in after a very taken performance in her 4th race of the afternoon. Sort of worked out perfect for him, getting the lead off Credit Force it, and when he asked him and the others sort of tried to close, he's picked up and sprinted away. Yeah, he really has. You couldn't ask for more than that, really, could you, from him first time up? And obviously being a half to Earthlight and Shadow of Light, you've got all of that potential to build on what was a
very impressive debut win for him. Hands and heels through the final 100 yards. Billy getting more and more opportunities, isn't he? Including for Charlie Appleby.
Okay, there's his pedigree. He's a son of Too Darn Hard. Out of a new approach, mare Winter's Moon, who bred say Earthlight and Shadow of Light. Bred to be smart, Tom. He looks just that. Really taking performance by Wild Desert and its debut for Charlie Appleby, Godolphin and Billy Loughnane. Nice ride to get. He's smart, isn't he?
Yeah, did everything very professionally. Obviously, he's got a super page, and was very straightforward. Really managed to get a little bit of a lead into the straight, and took a while for the penny to drop. But when it did, the last sort of 3 parts of a furlong, I really liked his attitude.
Did Charlie fill you confidence beforehand that he was smart?
Yeah, he did. Obviously, the Mr. Appleby's 2-year-olds and the Godolphin 2-year-olds, they're really running well at the minute. They seem to have a nice batch, and he filled me with loads of confidence.
Shadow of Light and Earthlight, he's bred to be smart. But I know there was a load of newcomers in it, apart from the Hannon horse, but did it ride a nice race? Yeah,
we didn't actually go that fast. We filled up round the bend, and I just like the way he finished off sort of the last 3 parts of a furlong. He was quite green today, and he'll have come on a lot for that experience, so fingers crossed.
And happy at 7, obviously, for 7 furlong race.
Yeah, first 7 furlong race, he got 7 no problem, so he could come back to 6 if the option was there, but 7 seems fine.
Riding for your father later?
Non-runner.
Is out now?
Just been pulled out,
Just
yeah.
been pulled out.
Yeah.
There you go. You're finished for today. Very well done.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.